Hi Mom, this is for you, and it is the it's the core series, and it should take about 10 minutes with a little few breaks in between. So you know most of these, and I'm just adding one or two extra. So we'll get started in cat-cow, so you know how to set yourself up for that one. On your hands and knees. And the arms are coming directly out of the shoulder sockets, and the legs are coming directly out of the hip sockets. And from here you will exhale the spine up towards the ceiling, and inhale belly towards the floor, lifting chin and tail. Exhale, head and tail chase each other, and inhale. You can do as many of these as you like, as many as feel good on your spine and on your back. Sometimes I'll do these for 10 minutes just alone. But for today's purpose, I will do about 5 of them. And on the last one, go ahead and stay in your cat and just take a couple of breaths there. Push the floor away from the shin bones and from the hands, really stretching through the whole back surface. You can give your head a gentle little wobble from side to side. And then as you're ready to inhale, again, take the belly towards the floor, big inhale, and stay here and feel the front line of the body stretch and the back body soften. And again, you can do little wiggle around here. Whatever feels right and feels good. And then we're gonna move right into bird dog. So you might bring the knees in a little bit closer to each other. On an exhale, draw the belly button towards the spine without rounding the back, right? You just wanna get that support in the low belly and stretch the spine long in both directions. As you're ready, you'll take that right leg back and up. And then you can find your balance, taking the left arm out as well. So right leg, left arm, pull that belly button in, and we'll stay for about 15 seconds on each side. And you'll probably feel some wobbles, totally normal, totally fine. You just keep a smooth, steady breath, and everything will be fine. You can replace the hand, replace the knee, recenter yourself for a moment, and then other side, left leg, only to hip level, and then right arm. Pull that navel in towards the spine and just stay and breathe smoothly. Feel those little wobbles, go with it. You can hear my phone ringing maybe. Stretch the spine long, stretch both sides of the waist really, really long. And then again, place the hand, place the knee, recenter yourself. You can even take a child's pose if you need a break. We'll do that one more time. Right leg, navel in, left arm, long spine, long sides of the waist. Stay and breathe, reach out through the heel. But again, ease, rather than having the shoulder draw up towards the ear, ease that shoulder, the arm back into the socket. And you can even turn your head from side to side to make sure that you're not holding any tension. Place the hand, place the knee, take a moment to recenter. And then final side, left leg, right arm. Nice and easy, keep your nervous system calm. Feel those wobbles and allow yourself to kind of surf along those wobbles. It's totally normal. Ease in the neck, taking the head from side to side. And then place the hand replace the knee, and you can take yourself back to child's pose for a moment. And when you're in child's pose, really let yourself rest. Let all of the tension go and allow the breath to come in fully. Then we're going to move on to forearm plank. So you can clasp your hands, and the elbows are at about shoulder distance apart. And from here, you can either do plank on your knees, or you can tuck the toes and do the full plank. But to do it from the knees, you'll walk those knees back until your back feels relatively flat. It's helpful to have a mirror to see what's going on. I'm not entirely sure how I'm looking here. Husband? Yeah? And again, navel to the spine. You're zipping up the pubic bone towards the navel as well, and stretching the spine in both directions. And we'll just stay here for about 30 seconds. So for this first plank, I'll show you with the on the knees. And then once you feel done, press yourself back, walk your knees in a little bit. And then rest here. You can also rest in child's pose, but find ease in and around the neck and shoulders. Take as long of a rest as you need just to recover. And then if you're wanting to try the other variation, you can stretch the right leg back, tuck the toes under, and then stretch the left leg back to meet. And again, you want to make sure that the shoulder is right over the elbow on both sides. And again, the tendency is this is the escape hatch by lifting the pelvis, right? But long spine, tuck the tailbone, pull that navel in. And again, if you can hold that for about 20 or 30 seconds, or about 5 long breaths, then that's great. And then you'll gently lower the knees, walk the knees in, and then set yourself back in child's pose. Once again, let all of the tension go. You may find that you have bigger breath after the effort. So utilize that breath. So this is a new variation that I haven't shown you yet, and you can skip this for now if you want to just stick with the plan, or you can try this. It is side plank. So you'll take, it doesn't really matter, I don't think. Okay, maybe the bottom leg a little bit more forward than the top leg. And you're just propping yourself up again, shoulder over the elbow, over the forearm, and press down through the outer edges of the feet to get that support. And again, you can rotate the head, make sure you're not holding any tension. There's a lot of noise happening right now outside. And then roll yourself back. You can take a break here in child's pose. And then once you're ready to try it on the other side, walk yourself forward. Turn yourself to, oh, you can also do this variation on the knees. So, kind of gave you the advanced variation first. But again, watch out for the hips and the escape hatch there. Press the hips forward. Line up, I'm a little bit off the shoulder, the elbow, the knee, and the hip. And starfish your energy outward. So you're starfishing your head that direction, tail that direction, and expanding the rib cage in both directions. So arm can be here, arm can be across the chest, arm can be along the side. You decide. So again, about 15 seconds. And once you've had enough of that, rearrange yourself, take one more child's pose, and rest. And for the next one, you're gonna come forward onto the belly. So we'll take a little bit of cobra and then a little bit of locust. So bring your arms into cactus position so that the arms are coming directly out of the shoulder sockets. And then as you're ready, draw that navel in towards the spine, away from the floor. And then press the pubic bone down into the floor. Stretch the spine out long and lift the heart, and the arms will follow. And you'll hold that for a couple of breaths and release. And we'll do that 3 times. Inhale. Exhale, navel in. Press the pubic bone down, lengthen, and lift the heart, arms to follow. A couple of breaths here. Keep reaching the tailbone back towards the heels and the wall behind you. And release down. Inhale. And exhale. Belly button in. Press the pubic bone down. Stretch and lift. And if you're feeling pretty good here, then you can add the right leg. Keep stretching that leg out long, and then add the left leg. Keep pressing the pubic bone down and lengthening the spine as long as you can. You can even swing the arms back behind you, flipping the palms up towards the ceiling. Reach out through the crown of the head, so you're not lifting through the chin, but you're reaching through the crown of the head, chin in towards the throat. One more breath here. And then place the hands alongside the chest. Press yourself up and back to child's pose. And 2 more exercises. So you'll come onto your back. Set yourself up so you're laying on the back, feet are on the floor, knees up towards the ceiling, arms down along the sides. Inhale here. Exhale, you're gonna press the hips up towards the ceiling, rolling through the spine. But careful that the rib cage isn't lifting and popping out here. So soften the sternum down, but press the hips up. So you soften down up at the top and you press up at the bottom. Oh, that sunshine is so nice. Press down through the feet so that you feel engagement in both the glutes and the hamstrings, the back of the legs. Inhale here and exhale, starting from the top, from the sternum, soften it down until the hips touch the floor. And you'll do that one more time. People are moving. And press up. Soften the heart back in towards the body, towards the back of the body. Press that tailbone up towards the ceiling. Reach the leg bones, the thigh bones out long, and spread the toes. Spread the bottoms of the feet in the floor. Inhale here. Woof, you feel that burning? And then exhale, starting from the sternum. Soften it down. Keep lifting the hips as the sternum softens. And the hips are the last thing to touch. And we'll do one last one, but we'll add a variation, which will test your balance and increase your core work. So once again, curl the tailbone up. Walk the feet in a little bit closer and shift slightly, ever so slightly to the left, lifting the right heel. Again, keep the sternum soft, the throat soft. And place that right heel down. Ever so slightly shift yourself towards the right, lifting the left heel. Again, keep the throat soft. And place that heel down. Shift ever so slightly towards the left. Use the backs of the shoulders and the backs of the arms to stabilize yourself. Continue to lift and press the tailbone up as you release one foot from the floor. And keep pressing the tailbone up as you replace that foot to the floor. If you need to take a break, take a break. And then shift towards the right. And keep pressing the hips up towards the ceiling. Press down through the shoulders and the backs of the arms to stabilize. Release that leg up from the floor. And then keep pressing the hips up as you replace the foot to the floor. Inhale here, press the hips up just a little bit more, soften at the top a little bit more, and then slowly begin to roll down. And draw those knees into the chest, rock and roll, to give yourself a little back massage. So for this next and final exercise, it is helpful to be on carpeting, or I have 3 mats here because it can be brutal on the spine. So if you do not have some good cushion underneath you, then I would forego doing this right now until you do. You're gonna hold yourself right underneath the thighs, behind the knees. And then you're going to begin to rock and roll. So the chin and the head have to come with you. And it might take you a few rolls. So first of all, focus on the massage of the spine here. This kind of impact on the bone can help with bone density, but if there's any concern about osteoporosis, then I also would forego this. And at some point you might find a little balance point. So try to hang out there for a couple of breaths without any tension, right? So find that balance point, but keep it breathable. Keep the shoulders easy, head easy. And you can do this for as long as you like, but this is the way to get you up to sitting. And you are done.